Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's session on JavaScript. I hope yesterday's lecture was clear to everyone and you enjoyed the lectures. From the feedback, I hope like the feedback was that you all gained something from the lectures. So, Dipesh sir, can we start or do we need some time for now? Like we need to wait for 5-10 minutes so that everyone can join, or we can start now.
Yes, ma'am, you can wait 5 minutes.
Okay. I have given you the right, so you can start whenever you feel like. If anyone is there who wants to have a certain talk or anything like that, you can raise your hand or ask me in the chat window. I'll give you the right to unmute yourself. If you have any doubt, even then you can ask me. So do type in the chat window if you have any doubt or anything like that.
Yeah, ma'am, I think we should start.
Okay, we can start.
So, so yesterday's all the problems which I mentioned, has everyone done those? Or if does anyone have a doubt in any of the problems? Chat or say in the chat window. Just mention if you have any problem. If you're done, then it's okay. Meanwhile, I'll show you. Can you all see my screen? Okay, great. So I believe no one has problem yesterday. That's good. That's good. You guys are learning fast. So okay. So we ended the session here. Chaining if else statements. I hope everyone has done their problems in here. Okay, so first of all, you please everyone go to their repellate.com and create. If you want to create a class too, you can create that. Just keep on coding in this file only. It's a good practice, to just add your code and just keep all your code which you're doing in one file, so you can go through them in any later stage. Then you will have a refresh of your memory. Sometimes, if you don't write anything, then you sometimes forget some of the concepts. If you just learn some idea of it, then whenever you go back, you will have all you need to know. That definitely works for me. I hope it works for you too. Okay, so coming on this, today I want to start with the coding problem, which is this one, the golf code. Uh, can you all first, before we start the day, can you all please try this problem on your own? I'll give you 5 minutes. Please attempt this problem in your free code camp and then these tests, okay? Okay, Poonam, no worries. You just wait till everyone's done. Then in 5 to 6 minutes, I'll tell the answer here. And I think there is only one link that is required for all the days. So you just go to the link which you've gone today. You go to that link every day. So there is no different links for different days. Okay. Okay, no issue. Yesterday, I can tell you that yesterday we discussed about if else and some of the variable declarations. You didn't miss much. Don't worry. You'll get to know once we after today. You get to know everything which you did yesterday. तो आपको सबको मैं 5 मिनट दे रहा हूँ 45 तक. Please try this question on your tests. Let me know if you're done. Poonam, may I know if you are familiar with any of the coding languages, or is it your first time coding? First time coding, okay. You're unable to join the laptop, you join with the mobile phone. You can actually code on a mobile phone as well, but if that would be hard. Just don't worry. You can all you need to do is listen and see what I write. You will get the concepts. Practice you can do afterwards when you get the laptop. You guys have 2 more minutes. One more minute. Okay. Is anyone able to do it? I assume no one. Or are you still doing it? Doing. Okay, I'll give you 1 more minute. हुआ अभी तक किसी का? अभी भी कर रहे हैं? If no one is still doing it, I'll solve it. Is anyone still doing it? Okay. I'll write the solution. So the question is, this is a very lengthy statement, so sometimes it does get a little bit little bit confusing. So it just says if your strokes is 1, stroke is the number of strokes it took. Done. Okay, Yuvraj, great. Strokes is number of strokes it took to put the ball in, and then if stroke is 1, then hole in 1, and if stroke is less than par minus 2, then eagle, which is equal to par minus 1, then birdie. Similarly, all the conditions are given here. All you need to do is write these conditions here. We'll start with if stroke equal to 1, curly brackets, done, then 1. Strokes. And similarly, else if stroke is less than equal to par minus 2, as already given here, done with eagle. Similarly, paste. How many is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7 minutes. This one. R. This one. Then plus. So this will wait. So we return each individual, the statement. But I won't do this. As I told you yesterday, we can use indexes with arrays also. So the array is already given. So you can just write here names 0. That will be whole in one. That will be name. So I'm just using a shortcut here. Both ways are fine. This is what the coding is all about. Yes. Done. Okay, did you get the answer? You can also put double equal to a, but that is just strictly less than. You can always use this, no worries. Okay, so this will be the answer. Is that fine? Is that fine, everyone? Okay, and one other thing that is in the if one other syntax change you can do. You don't have to put curly braces there. If you can write if anything you've written in the same line as if or as else if, that will also be considered without any curly braces. So everything I write in this line only, that will be considered. You don't have to wrap this in curly braces. This is both are this, and if I remove this, these both are same. This will also work. Okay. So all you can do is you can remove all those curly braces and write in that same line, and that will also work. Okay, great. Okay, so triple equal to is called strictly equal to. So this is what compares the value and the data type. If I just put double equal to, that would also work in this case because we're not checking the data type because we know data type is same. But in any case, you should always put triple equal to. That compares the data type. की नंबर भी होना चाहिए और नंबर की वैल्यू भी इक्वल होनी चाहिए. अगर डबल इक्वल डाल दोगे तो then this will be so string for triple equal to 4. This will print false, right? And if I put double equal to, this will print true. See, because double equal to only compares values and triple equal to also compares the data type. Got it, Am? Aman, did you get it or you still have some doubt? Aman, can you hear me? Okay, so moving on, I want to test some. Okay, I want to test some more, uh, more of your logic building. So there will be one more question of if and else. The question is, I'll tell you right here. Write a program, okay, that prints yes, that prints yes if number is divisible by 5 and 11. Please prints. Okay. So I want you to do this question. I'll tell you the function layout of this. Function name, fun, then we'll just return here whatever you want to return yes. So you can return here. So this will be the layout. Just write like this and return whatever is the right answer. If it is yes or if it is no. Using the if else block. Please do this question on your Apple. I'll give you 5 minutes to do this. This also includes the use of operands which I have मैंने कल बताए थे उसका भी काम आएगा. To use your operand knowledge and if else knowledge, and this is the layout of the function that you need to create. Do this question. I'll give you 5 more minutes. Okay, great. Do this in JavaScript now. So you need to take inputs. Just write like this, and you call the function here. That. So you put whatever value you want to put 8, you want to put 9. So this will just log here. Okay. Uh, okay. So this is how you call your function. Write a function like this. Call your function like this. That is how you check your answer. Is that okay, Sisha? Shishang, is that okay? This is the question. Okay. I hope you guys have not used logical operands, or have you? And no, don't please anyone don't put your answers in chat. Let everyone do. And you don't. Another condition is you don't have to use logical operations. Okay, do it without the logical operations. Shashank, can you try it again without the logical operands? Without logical operands. You can please don't put your answer in the chat window. Is anyone still doing it? Should I wait? Should I tell the answer? कोई रहता है जो भी कर रहा है ये कर दूं मैं आंसर. Should I show the answer? Then I'm still doing it. Please do fast. Shashank, I already told you don't post your answer on chat window. Seems correct, but don't do it. Okay. I think Shashank has already given the answer, but I'll still tell. So if R 5, that means it is divisible by 5. Then again check it is divisible by 11. Okay, this is called nested if. This works similarly like other if. So I already told you if it's true, then it goes inside block. Then inside you can do write whatever. You can write if else, you can write anything you want. Suppose it goes inside, it is divisible by 5, but it doesn't go inside the 11th. It doesn't go inside the divisible by 11th block. So it goes, it is done here also. This means it is only divisible by 5. Okay. And then else is not divisible by anything. Just return. Okay. You can also write else here. That is not required. Because if it doesn't go here, it will automatically just come here. So this should come as no. Right. 10 should also come as no. 55. this is how you do it. This is the code. Okay, I'll move ahead. So I told you the concept of nested if else. It just works as normal if else. So after the if gets executed, all the inside block is whatever you want to do. You want to put it if else if anything you can do it. So what do we have next? Yeah. So next we have type conversion. Type conversion. So as I told you, JavaScript has many data types. It has string, then it has number, then it has boolean, then etc. You can check for yourself the other data type. So you can convert from one data type to another. How you do it? Suppose you want to convert a string to a number. Convert a equal to 1 to 3. You want to convert this string to a number equal to this is how you log log b, that is 1 to 3. Okay, so this is a number. Yeah, typecasting. So this is a number which is gets converted from this string. And if suppose I put a space here, then yeah, hello, you can hear me? Sorry, my network broke up. Can you hear me now? Okay. So as I told you, so 1, 2, 3 space 3 cannot be a number, right? So this just prints NaN, and that is not a number. That is the short form of not a number, NaN. Okay, so this is how you convert to a number. There is also uh, listen, a function in JavaScript called type of. So you just wrap your thing in type of, and it just tells you the type of that variable. Here, comment, you see number, and if I go type of a, that will be string. Okay, so you can use this to check the data type, that is type of, and then wrap your variable inside type of. Then let's see what how do you convert to string. So write 3, then you write here string, and then 3. See 1, 2, 3. This is definitely a string. We can check that by using type of. Okay, string. So this is the way you can convert your numbers to strings and then strings to number. You can also convert Boolean values to string. When you run this, so now this equals, now b will be equal to, now b will be equal to like that. It will be a string of true. Okay. Suppose I use an index before you. If I just take the first letter of B, that will be T. See, becomes T. Second is N, second is R. R. Okay, got it. So this is how you convert from number to string, from boolean to string. And then there are other properties also. So all the numbers and booleans have a property called toString. So you can use a dot toString to convert your numbers to or booleans to string. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Also same with the boolean. T, because I'm just checking the first character, taking the first character. Okay, that is fine. This is how you convert from number to string using toString, or you can also convert it to integer using that number. Is that okay? Hello? Okay. There are also other ways that, by which you can do type conversion. Then there are heaps, lot of methods you can do use for type conversion. I want you guys to have a research on them. Pick the best that you want. This is what I mostly use. String, then number. What mostly I use. So I'm telling you this one. Moving on. So next we have, as I already told you, the if-else statement, and those work with the true and false statements, right? So in JavaScript, there are values. There are two types of values. One, there are true key values, and then there is false key values. Truthy values, all the values which are true. Everything amounts to true except something. Uh, Apart from these false values which I am writing here, everything amounts to true. 0. These all, I think even empty string. Empty string also is a false key value. Right? So these all will amount to false. These all, and the rest everything will amount to true. We can check that using if. So if let me just a find a length false, and so if a then console log true is false. This means, right? So this is false because this first if hasn't run. I'll just wrap this in curly braces for your convenience. As I told you, in anything you write in the same line as if or else, that will get executed itself. You don't have to put curly braces. But just for your convenience, I'm putting it in. Yeah. So undefined is false. Let's see. What else? Null is also false. Even 0 is false. False. Okay. Let's see what empty string does. false. Okay, if I put anything here, then that becomes true. Okay, so anything apart from these falsy values, Shank, null doesn't have any value. It is, you can consider it to be 0, but it is not 0. Okay, I'll show you here. Suppose if A is less than 10, I put null. Okay, what do you think will get printed? Okay, let's see. Okay, prints true. Let's see if I equate it to 0. Then what do you think it will print? False. Let me put double equal to here. Now, with the double equal to true, maybe. Let's see. You see, false. So null is 0, but it is not equal to 0. That is a very interesting property of null. Suppose I put more than -1. Now what do you think it will print? True, okay, what else? Even other case is false. True. F true, is that everything? Is that true and false both? Okay, let's see. Yes, true. You see? So null is 0, but it is not 0. You can just think in like that. If it is equal, if you put equal to 0, then it will come as false. But its value, numerical value, you can say is 0. Okay. Similarly, everything except these falsy values is our truthy values. Okay. So in our real life, in a real life situation, we do uh, check the truthy values. Like for example, in A, I have some data. I have some data. It could be anything. So to check if A consists any data, then you can do operation. So this is how you check if A is not a false value. Like A has a data, A is object, A contains some string. Hmm? Because sometimes in like practical applications, some variables come out to be undefined, which they should not have been. Like variable कब undefined हो जाते हैं जो कि मतलब होने नहीं चाहिए. According to the application, they should not be there. So this is how you can check. You know, you can fix some bugs using these. This is a very good thing that you should know. Truthy and falsy value. Everything is a truthy value except the falsy values which are here, which are just linked. Okay, so that's all about truthy and falsy values. So you can use these truthy and falsy values in connection with the else concept. That's how you do. Okay, moving on. Next we have logical operands. Okay, let me check what other questions are here that you can do. Okay, so there are no logical operand questions here. There are some. I think you're done with these already if you're if you've done it yesterday. Okay, moving on. No worries. So logical operands are so there are three logical operands. On, which is this one, or which is this one, and not this one. Okay, so these are the three logical operands that we use. And is you put double there, double ampersand, or is double this line, and then not is here. Okay, so this or is present in that is the forward slash in the shift of forward slash is these lines, straight lines. So this is how you write or. Okay, so suppose you want to write, you want to check eight and then nine. Suppose you want to check if x and y both, if any one of them is a, if any one of them is even, then you print even. If any one of them is odd, then you print odd. Like if both of them are even, then you print even. If both of them, if any of them is not even, then you print odd. Can you do? Can you do that using if else conditions? If else statements here, use if else statements here, and then just console log even or odd. Even when both are even, odd when if any of them is not even. I give you this task. You have 5 minutes to do this task. Please do it. Then I'll show you. Use these things, and this is how you do it. This is x and y. Okay, this is x or y, and this is not y or not x. This question just requires and or. Everyone got the question right? You got the question? Please say yes. If anyone hasn't got the question, they can again. So the question is, these two numbers are there, x and y. Okay, this is just example numbers 8 and 10. If both of them are even, print even when both even. Otherwise, print odd. Okay, this is your question. This is your question. Do this one. You guys have 2 more minutes. Yeah. Everyone, please don't post your answers on the chat board. Please. I've mentioned this countless times. Don't spoil it for others. And Ajay, you have not used any of the logical operands. Please use that one and do it again. Don't post your answer here, okay? Use logical operands, everyone. Just give 1 more minute, then I'll tell you the answer. Sorry guys, there's a lot of background noise. फिर बात फिर ही चली जाए, फिर हम करते हैं शुरू. फिर मैं आप कर लो क्वेश्चन अगर किसी का रहेगा. Okay, okay, guys, I'll start the answer now. So it's if and it both to be even, is done odd. Okay. The even, if I put any one of them odd, that will be odd. Okay, so this is your answer. This one. So I put and this both should be done. This and this should both be true. Then only return even. Otherwise, you just return odd. Okay. Is that okay, everyone? Okay, great. So moving on. So we have, what do you say, as logical precedence also. Logical precedence does exist between and or, but it gets very confusing to make sense of it. कि पहले and compute होगा या पहले or compute होगा. So the best way to do this is to put brackets wherever you think you want to compute first. Like if I want to compute x or y, पहले x और y होना चाहिए, इन दोनों में से कोई एक हो, then and z भी हो. x और y हो, इन दोनों में से कोई एक हो, and then z भी हो. इनमें, इसमें और इसमें बहुत फर्क है. Okay, but don't put any brackets here, but just go x or y and z, then this is totally different from what this means. Okay. Let's see what it prints. Oh. Can you guys convert this one into logical operand, which I told you? Just write on the chat window. Convert this into the logical operands. Chat. You got the question right? Convert this into. Okay, that's correct. Right. So this is how you do it. Just for or just it's not forward slash bar, it's straight slash. This one. Straight lines. Not forward slash. That won't do anything. I don't know if this chat window has converted your correct action. So we do it. So let's see what is the difference between these two. One. Let's see what this means. Yes, that is correct. We'll add it in one line. Whatever questions you have about coding, you can try it on your REPL, see if it works. Coding is all about exploration actually. So this is not equal to exclamation equal to. So this, if you double equal to, then this is strictly not equal to. Then it also compares data types and value. As I told you, if you just put one equal to, then it just compares the value. Okay, so this is not equal to exclamation equal to. So that's it. That is all there is to for today's class. I hope everyone enjoyed. Don't go to learn something. Now I believe tomorrow is holiday. Lakshmi?
Yes, on account of Guru Nanak Jayanti, we will observe tomorrow as a holiday.
Okay, great. So that's all. Does anyone have a doubt? You can ping me privately right now. I'll address your doubt there and then. You can even ask, ma'am, can you unmute some of the people if they have a doubt?
Okay, I'll unmute them.
Okay, Aman, if you
You
want.
can unmute yourself if you have any doubt.
Okay, to put space.
Yes. Hello, sir.
Yeah. What is your
Hello.
name?
Aman Raj.
Yeah, Aman. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, sir, if we want to make a space between two string, then what is the code of?
So you want to attach two strings.
Hmm.
You just put a space like that.
Okay. Like Python? I think so.
I believe I have done Python very long ago, so I'm not sure, but you just put a space like that in the string also, in the string itself. So
So,
because
sir,
20
sir,
character ही होता है string का.
sir, we are concatenating this one with the plus operator.
Uh-huh.
So where the space take place?
Here after is, see, like if I do this, you see, Aman will go.
Sir, I tried this, but it didn't work.
I don't know, Aman, it works for me. This JS also.
Sir, please can you show that?
I've shown it here, right? You can see, or B, my name is, all the spaces and then your name.
Okay.
The thing is white इसको बोलते हैं white space. ये space भी character ही होता है.
Yeah.
ये space भी character ही होता है. This is all 1 2 3 4 5 6 or 5 or 6 characters जो कि इसके अंदर attach हो गए. which are
Actually, sir, my question is that when output take place, then we want to make space between them. Hello.
Not sure what I didn't get your question. When output take place?
I think I have to write.
Put it for everyone. Var equal to domain, and then what? Okay, so for and like this.
So in the print statement,
Yeah.
what would be the output with spacing between two string, or we can say the integer also.
What is your requirement? मतलब क्या होना चाहिए?
Sir, I'm writing here code.
Just
Everyone
write
can
code
see.
here. Okay, so this will just print Aman Raj like that. So this getting it both. So to add space, just add space here plus.
Okay, sir. Okay, got it, sir.
Anyone else has a doubt?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So for the questions, today there are not many questions. Go course, go what you have done, do these switch statements. I think there is one ternary operator question somewhere here. Yeah, use condition and use multiple. Do these also. Okay, guys. So happy Gurpurab. So from Monday, Himanshu will take your class on functions. Then he will continue from there, and then I'll see you. Then I'll see you after done when he's done his lectures. I'll see you after that. So for the next, I think for a week or so, Himanshu will take your class. I hope I taught you well. Okay, guys, take care. Bye.